Thank you for joining me for this week's vlog. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I realize I've been talking quite a bit about mental health already, but I feel this topic cannot be talked about too much. So I thought it would be important to start this month off with the basics of mental health, and then later this month, dive into some topics relating to this. So today I want to talk about what is mental health. And all of the information that I'm going to share with you come from either mentalhealth.gov, the CDC, NAMI, or the National Institute of Mental Health. All credible resources. And I'll put the links to these articles below so that you can look at them after watching this if you'd like. So looking at the basics of mental health is so crucial because our mental health affects how we live, how we interact with others. It affects everything that we do. So according to mentalhealth.gov, our mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. Now, unfortunately, as human beings, we tend to put other things at the forefront when we think of health, and we have not given much time and energy towards our mental health. But being aware of and taking time to examine our mental health is crucial for overall health. Mental and physical health are equally important components of our health. Mental illness, especially depression, increases the risk for many types of physical health problems, particularly long-lasting conditions like stroke, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. And similarly, the presence of chronic conditions can increase the risk for mental illness. Now, it's also important to know that a person's mental health can change over time, depending on many factors. When the demands placed on a person exceed their resources and coping abilities, their mental health could be impacted. Over the course of your life, if you experience mental health problems, your thinking, mood, and behavior could be affected. And many factors contribute to mental health problems, including biological factors, such as genes or brain chemistry, life experiences, such as trauma or abuse, or family history of mental health problems. And mental health problems are common, but it's so important to know that help is available. People with mental health problems can get better, and many recover completely. Two very prevalent mental health disorders are depression and anxiety. And according to Mayo Clinic, anxiety is intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. Fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating, and feeling tired may occur. Anxiety can be normal in stressful situations such as public speaking or taking a test. But anxiety is only an indicator of underlying disease when feelings become excessive, all-consuming, and interfere with daily living. Now, depression is another mental health problem that many people have. It's common, but it's serious, and it causes severe symptoms that affect how you feel, think, and handle daily activities such as sleeping, eating, or working. But to be diagnosed with depression, the symptoms must be present for at least 2 weeks. Not sure if you or someone you know is living with mental health problems? Experiencing one or more of the following feelings or behaviors can be an early warning sign of a problem. These can be eating or sleeping too much or too little, pulling away from people and usual activities, having low or no energy, feeling numb or like nothing matters, having unexplained aches and pains, feeling helpless or hopeless, smoking, drinking, or using drugs more than usual, feeling unusually confused, forgetful, on edge, angry, upset, worried, or scared, yelling or fighting with family and friends, experiencing severe mood swings that can cause problems in relationships, and having persistent thoughts and memories you can't get out of your head, hearing voices or believing things that are not true, or thinking of harming yourself or others, or also inability to perform daily tasks like taking care of your kids or getting to work or school. Now, when talking about the basics of mental health, it's important to talk about how common all of this is. Mental illnesses are among the most common health conditions in the United States. More than 50% of Americans will be diagnosed with a mental health illness or disorder at some point in their lifetime. 1 in 5 Americans will experience a mental illness in a given year. 1 in 5 children, either currently or at some point during their life, have had a serious, debilitating mental illness. 1 in 25 Americans lives with a serious mental illness, such as schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, or major depression. I share all of this information today because it's important that we're aware of our mental health. It's important to take time to assess where we are at and how we are feeling. Mentalhealth.gov stresses this importance by sharing what positive mental health allows people to accomplish and ways to maintain positive health. They state that positive mental health allows people to realize their full potential, cope with the stresses of life, work productively, make meaningful contributions to their communities. And there's ways to maintain mental health, and those include getting professional help if you need it, connecting with others, staying positive, getting physically active, which is very important right now, helping others, getting enough sleep, developing coping skills. So as I close today, I just want to restate 2 sentences that I mentioned earlier from mentalhealth.gov. They state, mental health problems are common, but help is available. People with mental health problems can get better, and many recover completely. Please know that today there's hope. Please look at the symptoms that I mentioned and see if you or any of your loved ones may be struggling with their mental health. Speak out, get help, and know that resources are available. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to my channel, comment on this video below. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And as always, be sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and TikTok. Thanks.